Hello, I'm Phil Vetterkai, now from Sustainable Building Solutions.
Hi, I'm Michael Connor with Dominion Properties, and here we are at Sage on Jackson.
Quick look, this is Brett Little, Executive Director at the Green Home Institute, and we are downtown Milwaukee, standing on a four-story? Three-story? Five-story building, yep. So here's just a quick view of the city, so you can kind of get a reference of where we're at. And tell us a little bit about the what we're looking at here.
Well, I'm pretty excited about this. This is the first LEED Platinum multifamily ever built in the entire state of Wisconsin. This is Sage on Jackson. It's 20 units. It was an infill project, and it's a 5-story building. Right now, we're standing on a green roof where there's a 20 kilowatt solar array, and as well as a bunch of these sedum plants, which are encased in soil. This roof absorbs about 4,000 gallons from every rainfall, and after the roof is saturated, the rainwater overflows down the roof drains and goes into a 5,000 gallon cistern, which is along the side of the building's foundation. Once that cistern is filled up, then the overflow goes into the combined sewage system of the MMSD here in Milwaukee. But once the storm passes, that 5,000 gallons is pumped back up to the roof again to irrigate the sedum and eventually evaporate. So basically we're diverting almost 10,000 gallons of every rainfall from going into the sewage system.
Great. Why don't we head down and take a look at one of the units?
This carpet is made from recycled fishing nets, so it is a very low outgassing carpet, and the underlayment is actual natural fibers, a felt. So it uses very little petrochemicals in the apartment. It has very little outgassing. Inside each unit is hardwood floors, which you'll see in a minute. So this is actually designed to catch dirt particles before you go into the unit.
Let's head down.
This is Schindler's machine room-less ribbon track elevator, which is, according to the brochures, 33% more efficient than a standard elevator, using LED lights and very little energy to go up and down. This building, in addition to being LEED certified platinum, has very low outgassing. So we have zero VOC paint. There's no formaldehyde in the building. We use mineral wool as insulation in the building, which has added benefit of being a very dense insulation, so it makes the building very quiet. In here, we're really excited about these floors. These floors are recycled from the University of Wisconsin Lacrosse Gymnasium, which was being taken up, and we reclaimed it. When we first got here, it had all kinds of paint on it from foul lines and logos from mascots and things like that. Unfortunately, we had to sand it off to make it all smooth, but everyone really loves having a hard surface inside the apartment. It's very easy to keep clean, and it's a really nice look. We have all LED lights, and in addition to that, we have a very low energy LED fireplace, which is really more for just looks than providing heat. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath den area. So this is a den area which you just walked into here. In most of our apartment, we try and make it as efficient as possible, so we have pocket doors to help separate spaces. It eliminates swinging against the wall so people can have artwork up. Also, these doors are all solid wood, so when the door is shut, if you're sitting here studying, you're not hearing the TV, or you're not disturbing someone who's sleeping in the bedroom.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about the water conservation and the ventilation system.
So first, our ventilation system. So when there's 2 units, one of the units will have a continuous ventilation fan. And so in this case, we have these fans who are only run about 3 to 4 watts when they're on, and they're exhausting somewhere around 30 CFM, which basically continually moves air throughout the building. And when we are building these buildings as tight as we can to stop air infiltration, though you need to have some kind of exhaustion. So that helps us with mold and just to keep the moisture out. especially in showers and things like that. One of the things actually, the other thing we have to talk about here is our water fixtures here. Where obviously the low flow fixtures. We're at a 0.5 with the lavatories, 0.128 or 1.28. Sorry, with the lavatory or with the toilets, and I believe we're at 1.5 here with the shower heads. One of the things that Michael was showing was our pocket doors. So those are great from aesthetic, but when you're coming down to air leakage, that was one of our focus points when we're building the building, to make sure that because of those open areas and open pockets, you have to worry about air infiltration and air leakage when we're doing blower door testing. So during construction and during design, we had to pay close attention to make sure that wasn't a point of great, a lot of leakage, and we ended up pulling it off, and it went well. But it was something definitely we had to keep focus on.
Great. You want to head to the mechanical room?
Let's do it.
All right. Did you have to buy these wood floors too, or did they just let you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were actually very competitively priced.
Right.
They're actually cheaper than buying a new wood floor. And I think the quality of the wood is better. These floors are probably 60 years old, and the wood you can source from 60 years ago is a lot better than the wood you can get nowadays. I wouldn't say it's old growth, but it's pretty high quality.
Right one.
All right, lower level, here we come. This building, because it was an infill site, had a very small footprint. And so we had to locate all the geothermal wells underneath the foundation. So the center of this property is 18 wells. They go down about 350 feet, and that is where the ground source is for the heat pumps. Each of the wells is about 30 feet away from the other wells. And as you can see, there's occupancy sensors down here that let us know when the garage is being used. And they turn on, usually right about now, but they haven't come on yet. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
But they relate.
To get the right field.
Exactly. So this is the entire machine room for the entire building. All 20 units are heated and cooled right here. And so this is it. We have 3 loops of 6 wells. They go down and they come up. They go down here and they come up here. And the temperature of the wells right now is about 58 degrees. And that's the interface each unit's heat pump uses to heat and cool the apartment. The only gas in the entire building is right here. This is a 98% efficient boiler, which provides the domestic hot water for the building. So whenever it takes a shower in the morning, they can make sure they have plenty of hot water.
Great. When we head out.
All right. One of the things we did for the parking area down here is we added these storage cages above the parking areas to make it more efficient. And you can see we have 2 electric vehicle chargers here that could serve 4 different spots. It's on public electricity. Because we have so much solar panels on the roof, we're able to provide these. These were given to us by Schindler company. And upstairs, there's another garage where we have 2 more chargers that were given to us by General Electric.
Okay, and you're saying so these are don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for these chargers.
Nope,
It's right
these
off
are
the cover.
complimentary.
Yep.
They're on the house.
There you go.
And we did, for this project, we did get innovation points for those chargers.
Right, ID points for the electric chargers. Yep. You have a nice lit stairwell, so if people want to take it.
Exactly. And here we have our plaque. This is the first plaque in the state of Wisconsin for LEED Platinum for a multifamily. Pretty excited about that. So this building has chemically neutral construction. There's no VOCs. Even the cold water is provided to the units' kitchens, all in copper. So it's kind of an environmentally sensitive approach for people who have multiple chemical sensitivity. In front of the building here, you can see this brick is CalStar brick. It's made by a company in Racine, which unfortunately is no longer in business, but each of these bricks is almost 90% fly ash, which is a waste product that was able to be encapsulated and extruded and cold cured, so that uses about 90% less energy than a regular brick to produce. The entire building is clad with this kind of brick.
And there's no durability issues?
So far, we're a few years into it, and we haven't had any issues.
Right.
Which is great.
Good. Why don't we take a whole look at the building here as we want to head to the other side of the road.
Sure. So this is a very nice historic neighborhood, lots of old houses, and we did our best to make the building appear to be a natural part of the neighborhood with 3 different color cells. So there's brick over here, there's a dark cell in the center to separate, and then a Rhine zinc coated cell over here, which kind of breaks up the apartment. Also, the 5th floor was taken back about 15 feet, and that helps reduce the massing of the building and making it not appear as tall as it is.
So what was here before this?
An empty lot.
An empty lot.
An empty lot. We had filled in between these 2 houses.
Okay. Very good. Anything else?
Well, if you have any questions about where to find an apartment, either the only platinum multifamilies in the state of Wisconsin, or as well as other units we have for rent, please look up www.dominionproperties.com or give a call to 414-877-2030 and we'll have a showing for you.
All right. Thanks, everybody.